This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
It's a little off-brand, something surprising to others when they find out about your personality or your interests.
I just found out that Phil Collins and Genesis are getting back together after 14 years to go on tour.
I couldn't believe how excited you were.
So excited.
You're like, I don't think they're coming to Edmonton, but I'm flying somewhere. I'm like, for Genesis? I just didn't know that you were like a big classic rock fan. You know Genesis. Oh, sorry.
There we go. And then the drum comes in.
So Phil branched off to do his own thing and busted out a bunch of huge songs like as a solo artist over the years. Mm-hmm. But you're more of a fan of him with Genesis, or are you just a fan of him in general?
I like Phil Collins in general. Okay. I like everything that he did with Genesis. I like everything off of the Tarzan soundtrack.
Oh, that's probably why you got into him.
No.
Disney, no?
No, I loved Genesis before that. I would listen to Another Day in Paradise when I was like 7.
And this one you really like too. Mainly because that was just like your anthem. That was just like your anthem when you were a bar star.
Shut up.
Just walking around when the lights came on singing that?
Yeah, singing at people. What is something a bit off-brand or something that would surprise others about you? Something you're interested in? Bryn texted in saying she loves monster trucks. You'd never think it when you meet her.
Huh.
Send a selfie.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, Andy said... every single day I wake up at 3 a.m. to go work out, even on days that I don't have to work.
Man, that's motivation.
What?
And do you go back to bed or are you just up?
Yeah, what are you doing after that?
Only time I've seen 3 a.m. on weekends is when I'm still up. Like, I don't think I've ever woken up, unless I'm like traveling and like my flight's really early, but never.
Yeah, no, me either, unless I'm listening to Matchbox 20.
I think my, the surprising thing about my personality, I guess...
Yeah, something off-brand about you.
I really like the Bachelor series if I get into it.
And you started watching it as a joke. You're like, oh, this is going to be hilarious. But you were hooked.
I started watching it in Red Deer College because I was like in love with one of the girls that I was there with. Like that she went to school there.
Okay, so not someone on... Okay, so it wasn't someone on the show you were in love with.
She was watching. So I'd go and watch with her to try to slide in there. Didn't happen. So, but then I didn't find love, but I found The Bachelor. And then
so
I gave
sad.
up on it for about 10 years, and I've gotten into it like a couple of the seasons lately. I suppose that's a little off-brand.
Well, it's very entertaining. Those producers are just ruthless.
Yeah.
The things they do to get more content so it's not boring. Kind of a weird hobby, but it was put to good use recently. Benjamin Kuo is a satellite mapping enthusiast. So he likes to just find out where things are just based off of like rocks and stuff.
Okay.
So strange. But he helped save a man's life.
What?
Another guy named Rene was hiking alone in Angeles National Forest when he realized he no longer knew where he was. The 45-year-old texted a photo of just his legs dangling over the edge of a canyon to one of his friends. And in the message, he said, "I'm lost. My phone is dying. Please help." So his friend sends it to the police. The police posted on social media. Are there any avid hikers out there that would know where this is?
Oh, okay.
And it was literally just rocks. This guy sees it. He's like, oh, I know where that is.
I can find out.
This is my hobby. I can find it. And he did. He helped save this man's life.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Tell me something good.
It's cool when your hobby can actually be put to good use. Like that, the lady in Lethbridge, the story we were talking about, not so much a hobby, but she has like visions and feels like she could tap into people's spirit. And there was a missing kid, and she said that she tapped into the spirit and gave the search and rescue team directions to where the kid was, and they turned out
It
the
was
kid
true.
was there.
She's like, go west. I have a feeling that he's west.
Right at the west end of the canyon, yeah, and they found the kid. And they said they never would have without those directions. Insane.
They were about to give up.
Yeah?
And she called them being like, no. You got to keep going west.
So awesome. All right, my story is about a 6-year-old who's had a pretty tough year. Obviously, a very unique year for a lot of kids, but also put a cancer diagnosis on top for this little guy, Nathan. He was only 4 when he found out.
No.
So he had 900 days of treatment, online school, a tough battle. At one point, he was on life support, but he has recovered. He's doing much better now. And on March 25th, more than 300 of his fellow students lined the parking lot to welcome him back after his last day of treatment to school. So
that is so precious.
the school's back open now. And the kids all greeted him as he rolled in.
You know, this is so special for him, but imagine being a student that's aware and learning about something, someone's struggling, and you get to be there to support them.
Or
That
like
must have felt so good.
to be Nathan's parents too and see that kind of greeting. Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me something good.
All right, let's break this down. Lisa got a message. It says, I'm very confused about something. My boyfriend, who I've been dating for about 6 months, has been liking a lot of risque pictures on Instagram. I assume it's a lot because I've seen at least 10 without digging too much. I've let him know I don't like it. He says he just likes without really thinking while scrolling, and it's not a big deal. Do I make a big deal out of it, or should I relax?
Okay. So we want to hear from you what your thoughts are on this at 780-784-7107. Kyle wrote in saying, dude's a douche. If it's not a big deal, then he shouldn't have no problem stopping, as the person he is dating has expressed she would like that. What happened to caring about the person you're dating? F-boy culture has screwed us up. Also, Daryl said social media equals relationship killers. I find this really hard to give advice back because she did reach out to me personally. So that's why I wanted to bring it to light on air to get different perspectives. Because for me, what we do for a living, we are public figures. So a lot of our followers, the likes we get, are from very happily married people that just enjoy our show. So it's different for somebody who has, let's say, 100 followers, and their man is going and liking photos of women that they who is this person?
Right.
How do you know them?
We're also not like dropping it low in a thong.
Okay, that's fair, because I think that's what he's liking.
Exactly. Well, yeah, for her to say risque pictures, like, it doesn't sound like she'd have a problem with him liking your posts about learning the Goofy movie dance.
Right.
You know? I guess here's my thoughts, is she needs to ask what his intentions are when he likes it. Like, for example, I have a buddy who's a really good photographer, and he often takes pictures of that would be considered risky. When I like his pictures, I'm proud of the art he's creating and that he's got this photography company that's doing quite well.
Okay, so you're liking a photographer's photo, not a woman who could potentially be getting DMs from you.
Sure. So the intention of that is I appreciate what he's doing, and I appreciate how he captured this woman's beauty. Whereas if this guy is liking these pictures in hopes that, like, maybe
she'll write me.
They
maybe
say
she'll
thanks for
notice
the
me.
like, and like you got to ask yourself, are you going to respond in that situation?
Everyone's feelings and their boundaries should be respected. And if that doesn't bother you, cool. If it does, then you deserve that respect, period.
Yeah. Well, if your priorities don't match up and you can't see eye to eye on issues like this, then yeah, it's probably a bigger conversation. What's up?
I just think he's liking photos. You know, it's not like he's seeking these women out. Have some confidence in yourself. You know, be the badass that you are. And if he's not going to see that, he's not worth it. Move on. Who cares? It's only been 6 months. That's my take.
Good point.
Okay. A lot of different opinions rolling in. Amy said, sounds like she has some self-confidence issues. Maybe she needs to spice it up for her man, just saying. Oof. Okay, what about this? This guy sounds like maybe he can't grow a beard.
Well, he's acting a bit like a boy.
He's acting like a boy. So I say she goes and starts following all of these bearded men accounts.
Okay.
Bearded men who love to read is a great account. And just start liking all of those in front of him. See how that makes him feel. I'm just kidding.
Ryder and Lisa.
On Play 107.
Check the calendar. Guess what tomorrow is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be man.
Oh, yeah.
You might have been hurt, babe, by winter time, 'cause you know there was so much freaking snow.
Oh, I remember you told me that the cold was leaving. No need to cry.
Soon it'll be July.
Only a month away from June. Let's fire up the barbecue.
I should probably get a spray tan, 'cause I'm paler than my ginger friends.
Golf season finally. Let's plant some tomato seeds.
Guess why?
It's gonna be May. Yeah. Oh, you've had some like witchy vibes, and I guess are drawn to the idea of witches.
I've just recently gotten into the moon, and then that's made me branch out into learning more about being more in tune with the earth.
Okay.
So I thought it would be kind of cool to join a Facebook group that's dedicated to moon sisters. So I did that, and it asked questions in the beginning, like, you're not here to sell products, you're here to be respectful of others. I was like, yes, please accept me. I want to know more. I got accepted.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm not ready for this life.
Really?
No, I am not on par with the witchy vibes that are being posted on here.
Because these are like all out.
Yeah. Like, I thought it would just be fun to like learn more about the moon. No, these are full on witches. There was one wall post that was like, is anyone else feeling a lot of negative energy or picking up a lot more negative energy this week, fighting with people in your life? And I'm reading this and I'm like, interesting. And then in the comments, one woman says, yeah, I was in a dollar store this week and I had this big wave of negative energy come across my body. And then this man came in and started yelling at the cashier that he needed to speak with her outside. And I glared at him and I completely distracted him. And we had a stare down and I scared him off. Like, just by like not even saying anything.
Really?
And then when she got to the till, the woman was like, thank you so much. That's my abusive ex-husband.
Wow.
I don't know what you did, but thank you. And then she said that she felt so emotionally drained from using her power to scare him off. So I'm reading all this and I'm like, whoa. I am not.
Yeah. Not
like,
there.
This is so fascinating to me, but I'm not nowhere close to that.
Is there like tutorials and videos on like how to ride a broom?
No, it's not that kind. Not like what you see in the movies.
Oh, like brew a magic potion?
No.
None of that? Oh, boring.
No, it's actually really cool.
Just teaches you how to stare at people?
No, Ryder, you don't get it.
Apparently not.
One day I'll get there and I'm just going to stare you and scare you out of the studio.
I'll be prepared. I'm part of the Moon Brothers
No, you're
group
not.
where we all just send each other pictures of our butts. Doritos and Cheetos both launching new extra hot chips, and then they're going to have a vote on who's hotter. I like this. That the competition are going head to head with each other.
Yeah, that's really fun.
People actually get to have their opinion heard.
Well, and also, it's kind of like they're teaming up. And they're saying, we know that people are going to be going out and buying both of our products, so why not?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we should maybe use this tactic. I'm willing to go head to head to see who the hottest radio host is in the city. If anybody else wants to throw down.
That weird mouth noise you just made just got you 2 points less.
Drop me. Like Lachlan Cross from next door
Yeah,
at Cruise FM. Get people to vote. Who's hotter? I know I won that one.
Okay.
And this is pretty crazy. So the Billboard nominations were announced, and after getting snubbed entirely at the Grammys, The Weeknd picked up 16 nods at the Billboard
Yeah,
Awards.
so he's leading in nominations, which makes sense. That's what it should have been
He
in the
had
first place.
a monster year, and it goes to show how ridiculous it was that he was snubbed from the Grammys.
Just a couple of things that he's nominated for: top male artist, top R&B artist, top Billboard 200 album, top 100 Hot 100 song for Blinding Lights. Yeah, that's just like to name a few.
Who's hosting?
Oh, the host was just announced, Nick Jonas. What?
I was hoping that it would be my favorite Jonas brother.
Joe?
No, Jonas.
Jonas doesn't exist.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.